What up, boys? It's Gaz, and welcome to a Warframe video being recorded at midnight. It is actually nearly 12:30 at night, and here we are making the dev stream video to get that information out to you guys. And honestly, this dev stream was relatively disappointing in my personal opinion after I thought about it for a good amount of time here. Fortunately, we got to see Wraith, we got to see the new Prime Access, we got to see some new skin designs that they're going to be having coming out, and we got to get a feel for how 2021 is going to be for Warframe. And yeah, let's just get into it. So if you're not currently subbed to the channel, make sure you do and hit that like button if you're enjoying these videos. Alright, so we can just, we'll do the unimportant stuff real quick, and then we'll get into Wraith. We'll give an in-depth look at Wraith here, okay? So first off, let's start with some dates. And let's just do multiple things at once, actually. Okay, so February 1st, Nightwave Intermission is coming back. And this time around, you're going to be able to get some of the infested Nightwave stuff as rewards. I'm sure a lot of people don't have this stuff if you didn't play during the infested season of Nightwave. Also, at the very end, level 29, 20, 30, 29 and 30, there's 2 Umbral Forma this time. So, it might kind of be worth grinding out if you want Umbral Forma. And by the way, this shoulder piece for the infested armor thing is really nice. And I think that's an Arcane Energize right there. 1 rank 0 Arcane Energize. So there you go. That's me, February 1st. Keep that in mind. There's also going to be a Valentines Day event on, what date was that going to be? February, I think it was February 11th. And it's going to last for, 2 weeks. And you're getting a bird wings ephemera from that garbage. It's honestly going to be exactly like, the holiday vendor from Deimos, the Halloween vendor. It's going to be literally that, guys. And you're going to get a wing ephemera for 25 training debt bonds. So if you just save up 25 training debt bonds, those things you turn into ticker, you will be basically done with the event. There's that and a color palette. So don't even consider that content, honestly, in my opinion. It's going to be like a wing ephemera, and then there's going to be a color palette. Training debt bonds you get from doing bounties, so you can just be done with that before it even starts. I'm not going to really show what it looks like in here, but it's just some wings, basically. And if you take damage in mission, the wings disappear, so you can actually see what you're doing. It's 35 training debt bonds to get that ephemera. Some other nice things. The next Nightwave after the Intermission, they're not going to be focusing on the story. They're going to be focusing on just getting it out there and getting some good rewards. And they're going to make the story-focused stuff be more like the New War, the Deviri Paradox. That's what I kind of like that, actually, because they were putting way too much effort into Nightwave's story. It was just unimportant completely. All right, so let's start off next with the Prime Access stuff. So here are the stats for Octavia Prime. And yes, she's coming out with the Pandero Prime and the Tenora Prime as well, which are 2 guns. Let's compare the stats of Octavia Prime and Octavia Normal. Surprising no one. She is not getting any more health or armor because you could have 1 health with Octavia, honestly, and be fine in most situations. So she's going to get 25 more shield and 25 more energy. I mean, like we've made in the previous videos, they should make primes more important. But, 25 energy is not a terrible thing for Octavia to have. So, that's good, I guess. Probably won't be super important to upgrade it. We did not see any stats for the new guns, the Pandero Prime or the Tenora Prime. But those are confirmed at this point. And here's a little quick look at what Octavia Prime will look like. I really don't think it looks very good, but, it's honestly subjective on appearance. That's what they all tell you, right? Yeah, appearance is totally subjective, man. Yeah, totally. All right, we've got some other stuff about Deluxe skins, then we'll get into Wraith, okay? Revenant Deluxe and Ember Deluxe number 2. These are probably so far out I wouldn't even think about them. I get excited about them, but here is some concept art. Looks like some League of Legends characters, honestly. And they're kind of making Revenant look like a girl, but it's whatever. Ember looks pretty cool too, but I hope we get a Revenant Tenogen skin, honestly. I'm not really into this look, but hey, at least Revenant's getting a skin, right? They're going to probably release Zephyr Deluxe this year, and Zephyr Deluxe is going to come with a ship, an operator suit, and a custom UI thing. So that's pretty good. All right, so we showed some of that stuff there. Let's start talking about Wraith, the thing that's actually important in this dev stream. We got all his abilities. Also, there's going to be a Wraith quest with a Ghost Railjack. That sounds pretty cool. All right, so let's get. I'm gonna put the. I have some clips of their dev stream on here. So, and they're gonna call Wraith. His actual name is Savagoth, but like that sounds way too similar to Sephiroth. So I'm not calling him that. His name is Wraith, and I feel like everyone should just call him Wraith. Like, these should change his name to Wraith. Honestly, like, what's the big deal? All right, so here we are with the their Twitch channel. And we're going to play the clip of his abilities. So, his first ability shoots off an Angry Ghost. And the Angry Ghost will go after enemies, and it will debuff them with like a evil tentacle swarm thing that makes them take additional damage. And it will also deal some damage itself when it touches them. So, see those little tentacles on that drone? That is the debuff. It basically, the way I'm looking at it, it's like a Nezha Chakram, the second ability for Nezha, where it debuffs enemies and deals some damage. It's like that. But it will. You can steer it, kind of. So you press the button for one, and then the ghost goes out. It will follow your cursor, or you could just have it like if you press the button. I think if you like tap it, it will just like fly around and do stuff. If you hold it, it will follow your cursor. That's what kind of what I was getting from there. And then what his second ability will do is he's going to. It was kind of hard to tell, actually, because like it was like two people talking at the same time when they were talking about the ability description for the second one. But as far as I could tell, the enemies that are marked by your one, the Angry Ghost of Doom, it will actually cause some damage, some AoE damage if you use the second ability when an enemy is covered by the ghost tentacles. We were talking about how ghosts and tentacles were a good combination in one of the previous videos. This frame is ghosts and tentacles together, basically. So I'm super excited for him. He also looks just like an Arrancar from Bleach. You ever watched that anime before? This dude is like pretty much just like an Arrancar. If you don't get that reference, like, just look up Arrancar. It's the same color scheme and like white bone, basically. I'm sure there's like an Arrancar that looks just like his helmet too, to be honest. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, we're talking about the abilities. So yeah, second ability, it's like health drain in an area, and if an enemy is debuffed by his one, they will blow up in percent health damage, apparently. Something like that. So it seems like a pretty good 1 and 2. They said they meant for the 1 and 2 to be comboed together. And his 3 is going to be like this evil aura you see in the area. That's apparently going to slow the enemies down and provide you lifesteal in the area. So let's just see, as you can see, like it's like that evil like smoke around the area. That is going to be his 3. So 1 is the ghost that damages and debuffs. 2 is a health drain and will explode enemies and AoE damage if they're marked by the ghost. And then the 3 is like an area of lifesteal and slowing. Now we're going to get into his 4. So as you can see on the right side, he has a little bar thing that's going up as he's doing stuff with his abilities, killing enemies, debuffing them, etc., etc. When that bar is filled up, this guy is going to basically be like Baruch 2.0, hopefully in the damage department as well, where you will be turning into a different version of yourself. And instead of having fists like Baruch, he has evil claws. And you actually just turn to like an entirely different entity altogether. So yeah, he gets new abilities as well. This is his shadow form, so his 1 becomes a conal like pull in and ragdoll. Basically what I wanted Valkyr's ability, or Valkyr's first ability to get reworked to. It's like Valkyr's first ability, but AoE, and it does not provide mobility. Something that will probably really hurt Wraith a lot is it does not seem you can jump in this shadow form. His second ability is going to be a dash forward that will basically rad proc an enemy, make the other enemies attack that enemy instead of you. And hopefully you can use that for mobility going upwards, because like I said, this does not look like it can jump at all. So yeah, but yeah. So first ability drags all the enemies in for melee range and lets you do some stuff to them. 2 is going to be a charge forward, which will heal you and then make an enemy like rad proc, basically other enemies will attack it. And the 3 looks really placeholder, but the 3 is going to be like an AoE scream, which will provide the debuff that your non-shadow form like ghost will do. So like just like another debuff that gives enemies not another. It seemed like the exact same debuff, honestly. I doubt they will stack, but like an AoE debuff that will make enemies take more damage. So hopefully these claws are moddable, so you can put like, blood. As you can see right there, it's building combo in the bottom right corner. If these can use Blood Rush, Weeping Wounds, etc., etc., they'll probably be really strong. Also, this attack speed looks terrible, so hopefully we can put Berserker on there or whatever. And it seems like they had damage numbers turned off for this stream, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly how much damage these guys are taking, what damage types they are. Like, I saw a slash proc and an impact proc in there, but who knows, like, if it's actually, like, getting good crits and stuff. So keep an eye on that. This is probably the most hype part of the entire stream. And the rest of it was basically them talking about Corpus Railjack. And you know why I'm not really hyped about this as much, guys? I was getting the vibe that Corpus Liches are not coming anytime soon. And you know why that is? Because they said that this update, which is going to be Corpus Railjack and Wraith and some other stuff, not including the Valentine's Day events coming out in February, the earliest you can expect Wraith and Corpus Railjack is March. And honestly, it will probably be out later than March, is my guess. So, no Corpus Liches is what the vibe I was getting. Now, I can't confirm that. And then we're waiting. We're going to go through all of February with the stuff we get in February is Prime Access on the 23rd. February 23rd is Octavia Prime Access with her Pandero and her Tenora. Then we're getting Nightwave Intermission, which is, you know, like, oh man, yeah, that sounds fun. With, like, recycled rewards. I mean, even if it's, honestly, it's just cosmetics. There's going to be nothing important going on there. And then there will be this 35 training debt bonds purchase on, like, the 11th or whatever the heck it's coming out. And that will be around for 2 weeks. So as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing going on in February at all, like, good content-wise. March is when we hopefully will get the update with Corpus Railjack, with the Wraith quest, and probably like some, like, touch-ups to, like, the intrinsics and all that stuff. I think that the update will be a big update, honestly. But it sucks we have to wait another month, because, like, basically nothing happened in January anyway. It was basically them just, like, getting caught up to releasing the console version of Orphix Venom. You know what I mean? Like, that's what January was. It was them getting back from vacation and releasing Orphix Venom on console. And then what's February going to be? It's going to be, let's get the Valentine's Day vendor out. Let's get Octavia Prime out and Intermission Nightwave. Like, pretty much nothing important as far as I'm concerned. But then again, like, what did you expect? So, you know, I think Wraith... Now, the problem is Wraith is providing lifesteal to his teammates, apparently. And lifesteal in the current meta of the game sounds pretty terrible, to be honest, in my opinion. I'm still excited for Wraith, but the fact he can't jump in his 4 looks really annoying. And lifesteal is just a kind of outdated mechanic. Like, when am I going to be using lifesteal? A lot of times, if you're at high enough level, if your health is taking damage, that means you're just dead. And a lot of it is just shield getting. Thankfully, he does not have cooldowns like Lava, so he will be able to abuse shield getting if you want to go down that route. And, you know, he at least will give some debuffs with his ghost that does the most. And we'll see how the AoE damage ends up turning out with his 1 and 2 combo. The 3, it's like a drain over time. Like, it's like a toggle pretty much, like a dread aura with his 3, where it's like the slowing and the lifesteal. So honestly, like, I just think lifesteal is like an outdated mechanic, at least in the current meta of the game. So, you know, if they could change that to, like, you know, maybe like a damage reduction aura, that would be sweet. That'd be like, oh, nice, Wraith is in our squad. I'm more tanky now. Not just like, oh, if I take health damage and I'm close enough to this guy, I will probably just go back to full health, even though I had Magish Repair on anyway. Oh, by the way, Wraith's passive is just a slightly better version of Anaros' passive, what it sounds like. When he dies, he can kill enemies to get back to life. I don't know. Like, what a terrible passive, honestly. I think that sounds awful. Like I said, I think he looks really cool, and I want him to be, like, really, really awesome. But the way that his abilities are sounding in the current meta of the game sound pretty terrible, especially with no jumping in his 4. So, hope you guys found this helpful. I don't know, man. Like, I want to be excited for it, but the fact that there's probably not going to be any Corpus Liches until, like, April, or, like, maybe like around TennoCon times, was a big, big damper on it. And as like I said, I might be, like, reading a little bit too much in between the lines, but I don't think that the Corpus Liches are coming anytime soon. So, either way, guys, hope you found this video helpful. I'll see you later on Twitch, and take it easy. Peace.